Okay, we were gone for 1 week, but at least
Well,
it wasn't
welcome
three.
to the Bikutan Combat Club.
No.
You're not even from there.
Yeah, like vaguely near the area.
Yeah, but speaking of combat clubs,
So I mean,
yeah,
we're gonna start with this. Like the match wasn't. Hmm, it was okay.
it was all right. Like it was
It
the thing is, can I just say that every time the Varsity Blondes cut a promo on Dark, they die the next time they have a match. Because last time that they spoke on Dark, the next time they had their series of matches against the House of Black. So like, I think they just have to stop speaking on Dark. If they actually want to move up in the world, they just have to stop speaking on Dark because they get murdered every time they do it.
so I mean it was fine. Like it's I I think it's their second match as a tag team. Like their last one was better, but
Yeah,
they gave the Varsity Blondes like a lot of shine.
yeah.
But like the main thing that we're gonna be talking about on this segment is like the promo that comes after. So Moxley, Danielson, and Regal now have a name, Blackpool Combat Club, and basically this was a recruitment ad.
Yeah. I mean, we saw that it worked. Like later on in the show, we saw that it worked for at least one person already, and
Yeah,
it didn't work for one person because he's now in the Jericho Appreciation Society, and can I just say, Jazz Queen? But
we'll talk about that later.
yeah, there are a couple of people that I hope get into the fold, and coincidentally, one of them might be Julia Hart.
I
Right.
don't think so.
Yeah, I thought about it during the match, and it seemed like a good idea. But I don't know. Are they going to be bringing women into the combat club?
I
I
I
don't
mean
see
I
why they
do hope
shouldn't.
like I mean the promo basically just said that if anyone wants to join, they're gonna have to prove themselves. I don't think that necessarily means they have to fight Mox and
Yeah,
because if you listen to commentary, like Regal said, it's just gonna be like you just have to have like lots of good matches. So I'm still
yeah.
holding out hope that they actually get Layla Hirsch.
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, Layla Hirsch has to be like taken in by someone soon, because like this just can't go on. Like what we're gonna talk about Layla Hirsch again later, but I feel like she's about to hit a dead end very soon. So she has to
No,
get taken in by
actually,
someone.
I think like I'm thinking the opposite because like I found something really interesting in that match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Um
I mean, there's not a lot to talk about this segment, but it's like really exciting that they're now acknowledging that they're going to be accepting new members. And there was a
yeah.
tease earlier on. I forgot. I don't think I put it in here.
It
Okay,
was
since we
right
don't.
after the Wardlow MJF promo. So like two
Okay,
segments after this.
and
Yeah.
I think let's just add it in since like so basically like in that segment that we're talking about, it's Wheeler Yuta and the best friends, and they're arguing backstage. Well, technically it's Trent,
It's just
and
Trent and Wheeler Yuta. Like only
yeah,
Trent has a problem in Wheeler Yuta, which makes Trent a heel. I don't like anyone who doesn't like Wheeler Yuta.
and like Yuta's like I don't have a problem with everyone, but he also doesn't like Trent.
Yeah.
Like he's here to be not to
A
be a
best
best
wrestler.
friend,
Not the best friend,
but
but the best
yeah.
wrestler.
So maybe, hopefully,
By
he
the way,
joins.
commiserations to Chris Statlander, who's lost her second friend in like 4 months.
No, I mean technically, she's not losing Wheeler Yuta since he said he has no problem with everyone except Trent.
Yeah, but then he's like leaving their company, right? Like that's what's been hinted at. Like he's
They can
gonna
still
join
be
in with them.
friends.
Yeah, they can still like text or
Yeah.
something, I guess.
So go on to the start of the show. We had CM Punk. Oh, I forgot to change the comment. It's CM Punk versus Dax Harwood.
Yeah.
I think this the start of the show. It's like really set the tone for everything. Cause like my conclusion, like I'll start with my conclusion of the entire show. It's like the show had a bit of everything. It's
Mm.
like whatever everyone wanted, there was something there
There
for
was something
everyone.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, this was the throwback match. This felt
Oh
like a
yeah.
Bret Hart or like a Territories era match. It's like
Yeah, this was so like they pulled out all of the classics. There was an
b-
interrupted
b-
Randy Savage tribute.
by classics you mean like headlocks, some
Oh yeah,
punches.
they were still doing like the headlock, head scissors reversals after 3 minutes, which of course meant that
Yeah,
this was a methodical match.
there was some selling on the rest holds.
Yes, but these rest
Like
holds were also chin locks and wrist
we don't
locks.
mean this as like insults. We mean this in like the most loving way possible.
Yeah, because we don't see this anymore. Like you
Yeah.
forget, we
No, we
forget that
don't.
like matches don't usually get like 12 minutes.
We don't see it done well because like
Yeah,
sometimes the thing that people get from throwback matches is that it's slow and it's methodical, and then that's where it ends. Like
but then this
you
match
need to
picks up.
put, yeah. The thing is, they put like Dax and like CM Punk, like they put stuff behind these like simple moves,
Yeah,
and it's fun because like the highest spot of the match is a falling headbutt from the top row.
yeah. I have in my notes that this happened after like Dax interrupted CM Punk's like Randy Savage elbow drop. Then he did it
Yeah.
with the falling headbutt, which I guess is a Chris Benoit tribute.
No, I think
It's
Excalibur
not.
mentioned
It's
it's
not.
like no,
Yeah.
like a lot of no. The Benoit jumps from the top rope. That's just like fell down from the top rope.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fair enough. And he flew across the ring and like cut his
Yeah,
head open like every other attempt.
yeah.
There was, however, an attempted Bret Hart tribute, and this is something that
But,
we picked up on last week as
I
well.
mean, there was a successful one.
Oh yeah, it was successful, right? Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot.
and yeah.
They,
Speaking
they
of
did
like
put it together.
this entire match, like it was building the two submissions. Like CM Punk was targeting the head after Harwood hit the bottom turnbuckle. I think I forgot what move led to that. Like he
Yeah,
slammed his head into the bottom turnbuckle, and then like Harwood was like targeting Punk's back. So
to set up the sharpshooter,
it was a setup of sharpshooter versus setting up
Anaconda
the
Vice.
Anaconda Vice,
Yeah,
and Harwood got the sharpshooter in first. Like
yeah.
uh, I think Punk was running to he didn't get to the ropes, but he was able to like roll under
Kick
and
like
then like kick
roll
off.
through and then kick him off like because he was
Yeah,
on his back already.
yeah. I I don't remember the in between that and like getting to the Anaconda Vice.
I think it was pretty fast. Like
Yeah,
I don't think there was much in between it. Like I'm pretty to my memory they transitioned straight into it somehow. I don't know
yeah.
how, but like they almost
So
transitioned straight into it.
yeah, basically that was a finish. Punk gets him into the vice and basically taps out.
Yeah.
And then and then after the match,
Oh yes.
Punk is
He's gonna do
signaling
it.
for a belt.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna wrestle for the TBS championship.
Oh, and he's gonna be number
He
30.
he's gonna be Jade Cargill's 30th match. Oh no. She better
I
watch out.
I don't. Maybe they might wait until the May pay per view for Punk.
Double or Nothing. But then that's
Yeah,
late May, and like that's a lot of time. Like that's like two. That's like eight whole dynamites. I think.
I mean, I'm not sure
They,
because like, they still have Cole.
yeah, they still have Cole. Cole's not done. I saw an interesting theory that it might be a triple threat. But
I
then, like,
mean,
how do you set that up? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Punk's way into that feud is. Maybe some ROH stuff. But
no, because like
yeah,
I
I'm not
think
sure how you set that up.
Pretty sure Punk's like higher on the rankings.
Yeah, right now because like Cole just took an L at Revolution, but then like he's climbing back up again
Wait,
because he's
let's
like
see.
taking on a lot of singles matches. Oh, and he
Oh,
won a
never
trios
mind.
match last week as well. He won in the trios
Never
match last week.
mind. CM Punk's nowhere in the rankings.
What? Do the rankings
Oh no,
reset after every pay per view?
cause he lost.
To who?
I
What?
think I think his loss to MJF like dropped him far
Yeah,
enough
but then
that he's
he.
not in the top
Oh,
five.
but then he hasn't wrestled a lot since then.
Yeah,
Like, he's only
like
had
who's he beat? Like he's only beat
he
MJF.
beat FTR with Moxley. Then he
And that's
beat
not that doesn't count.
MJF.
That doesn't
Yeah.
count on the singles.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then he beat MJF, and then now he beat Dax, and that's it. Right?
Yeah, so
That's
like
it. Right?
Cole has a bigger case.
Yeah, but then you also factor in that CM Punk is CM Punk, and
Yeah,
and
no,
I'm pretty
that's
sure that
why.
they're not going to tell him to get it. They're not gonna tell CM Punk to get in line. At least Adam Cole or Adam Page can't tell him to get in line.
No, that's why I think like this might be a pay per view feud. Is like they're still gonna have to bring him up the ranking
Yeah. Is
somehow.
there a special show after, like in between? There's
There's a
special Dynamite
battle of
coming
the
up
belts
too.
too.
But then they don't put the world. Are they gonna put the world title on
Yeah,
Battle of the
they
Belts?
would.
They would.
They did that for Brandon.
It's half the show. Wait, no,
Yeah.
no, they didn't put anything on Battle of the Belts. They put the interim TNT title match.
All right,
Then
I forgot.
then
I mean,
they had the
yeah,
re-host challenge for the women's title.
they could. I don't know though.
Yeah, it's an hour show though.
Yeah,
That's why I don't think they could put it on there because they have to go 25 minimum if they're gonna do a sequel. Like
yeah.
they're probably gonna go 25 minimum, and that's like half the show. You can only put like two other short matches on there. But
I, I think that's
there's a lot
enough
of time.
speculation on our part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of time.
The
There's a lot of time.
the thing is, he's going after a belt.
That's nice. That's very nice. If even if it's a TNT championship, it would be pretty cool.
By the way, he was wearing his long voice.
Yeah, he
Is
calls
he
them long boys.
is he turning heel?
He goes after the title. He turns heel. I mean, if he goes after Page, he becomes a designated heel, right?
He has
Right.
to
But
do his straight edge character again. He has to.
oh yeah, yeah. But then he'll still be over. He'll just be wrestling heel, but he'll still be over
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Like people can be over and still be hated. Like he can.
Yeah,
If
like
anyone can do it, he can.
yeah, just like the person in our next segment, Chris Jericho.
Yes. I
Yes.
actually like him better now that he's a heel.
Why does
The
John Silver look like
Jazz.
he was taller as a kid?
No, dude, he looks the same as he does now. He still has short arm. I thought like his arms looked proportional up until he grew up.
I think he's
He,
just wider. Like he's just
yeah, he's
wider
just
now. Like
really
he didn't
wide.
grow taller. He's just like wide and
No,
stocky.
actually, if anything, like his wider body makes his arms look better. 'Cause, like when he
Yeah,
was a kid, like he looked like he had short arms, but now he just looks really, really
he,
thick.
he just looks like he just looks like he's flexing all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah. By the
his
way,
straight
like, can I
arm.
show my love for Daniel Garcia? This thing, like I told you this like yesterday, but I can't take that from a sports entertainer. Sports entertainers
No,
don't do that.
no,
But
that's the best part. He is in denial.
yeah,
You
I
can
think
clearly
he's
see.
deeply in denial. He's deeply. I don't know if he's just like not that good at promos
No,
yet, or he's just
no, no,
deeply
no.
in denial.
But the thing is, like, it makes it better because you know he's talking BS.
Yeah, like
Like,
does he believe what he's saying, or is he just trying really hard to fit in with his dads who have new
no,
names
I
now?
no. The thing is, I think he's just trying to disregard what we're seeing. He's gaslighting us.
Then he's
We're
gaslighting.
being
What like
gaslit.
I think in a year or two he'll be face again and we'll forget that this ever happened and we'll love him again.
I forgot I changed the thing. We were too
Yeah,
wide. We were too wide like
we were
this.
too large. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, in this backstage segment, we get talked to by Chris Jericho, and then we get gaslit by Daniel Garcia,
We get talked to
and then
by Matt
no,
Menard. Like I have to
I
get used to Matt Menard.
I love that part where they're like, check the curtains, a whole lot of nothing.
No one's here. And then they have to ask Jake Hager, no one is here because they're never
He,
coming back.
He didn't even check his curtain.
Did
He
he
was in
even have
charge
a
of
curtain?
the
Wasn't he
middle.
next to the TV?
No, there was a. I mean, there's a curtain
Oh, there's
behind the
one behind
TV.
him. Right, there was one behind him. Like
He's
they
in
are
charge of the
never
middle.
coming back.
He's so confident he didn't even bother to look.
I think he's in denial as well. We saw last week. Like, we saw at the formation of the society that he was kind of in
I mean,
denial.
yeah, I mean, if the I know they're new, but like if anyone's breaking away, it's either Garcia or Hager. But
Yeah,
no,
and
I like this spot for Hager. Like he doesn't need to do a lot.
yeah, and like he probably like still does some stuff on the side anyway, so he's probably
Yeah.
fine. I think that he's as we speak, he's forming a support group with Jora Joel and Jamie Hater. Like Wardlow's
Uh,
graduated from it now, but then like he has joined them now as like a new disgruntled big man side piece.
so up next, another fun match. Again, different match. Sting and Darby and the Hardys
I think this is
versus
why
the
you said
AFO.
that we got everything in this match because this is the thing that
Yeah,
we don't get every week.
no,
We got
because
like
like
a pay per view caliber spot fest. Like what the hell, bro?
look at the whiplash coming from this to this.
Yeah, this is a slow, methodical match
Like,
with chin locks and wrist locks up to the 5th minute, and then here
my,
we're starting with like Darby Allin's cannonball thing coming from
I
off
love
camera.
I
Yeah,
love that
it's
spot
the
because
best
like
move. It's the best
he
move in
no,
AEW.
no, not just that, like he takes out Butcher and everyone's just like, what the hell just happened?
Like where did Butcher go? Why are you lying
Because
down? And then next
like
they look to their up left and they see a 60-year-old man
if
doing
you've
the same
seen
thing.
if you've seen the series The Boys, like
I've heard of the boys, yes.
there's one part there where this guy who has super speed just like runs over a woman and like she just explodes. Like that's the feeling when like Darby hits the Butcher and like he's just nowhere to be seen.
Like my concept for a dream match now is like how Keith Lee's thing is pouncing people off screen, and Darby Allen's thing is pouncing onto people from off screen. Do you think
Oh
they could do a
please.
magic door match when like like Keith Lee pounces him off to the right, and then Darby Allen runs around and then takes him out from the left of the camera. I just want to see that happen. I
That
don't know
would
why
be
they would
so
ever feud. I feel like they would be very nice friends, but I don't know why they would ever feud. Maybe in a
I feel
casino
that
ladder match or something.
like we could see that as a short video.
Yes, they like Darby likes his short video. Like we remember Darby really likes his short videos. We saw it at
Yeah.
Revolution. So, oh, by the
So,
way, I really miss Jeff Hardy. God bless.
yeah,
I really
like
missed
he
him.
I miss this version of Jeff Hardy. Like his I'm not again, I hate the knock on like other companies. They have their own policies, I understand. So he wasn't able
Yes.
to do a lot there. And yes, I know he's old, but like it's really, really fun to see him like
Yeah,
this.
but talking about the spot itself, it was the safest possible
Yeah,
swanton
no,
bomb.
no. Let's build to that because like
Yeah, okay.
okay, so the match, I
The
could
match began
barely
with two
hear.
dives from Skull
No,
People. Yeah.
I could barely hear the bell because I'm like, did they even ring the bell? So
Yeah,
I
the
like
thing
had
is, I
to.
don't, I don't remember if they rung the
No, they
bell.
did. I did. I was able to time it from the start of the bell.
Okay. How was this
So
only 9 minutes? By the way, like it's crazy.
it didn't feel like 9 minutes. It felt long in the best way. So
Yeah.
I don't think anyone stayed in the ring for long.
Like
And
everyone like Private Party took Matt Hardy onto the ramp.
yeah,
Yeah, and then
Sting and Jeff were together. I think.
I don't remember where Andrade, what anything. No, Andrade wasn't in
No,
the match.
no,
No.
no. Butcher was with Darby, and then Andrade came in and hit him with the belt.
Oh yeah, because he wasn't involved in the match, but then like he
Yeah,
came in and hit him with the belt,
he
and I
was
think
involved.
Butcher like threw him down the stairs, and like
Oh,
oh
first
my god,
he
oh
swung,
no,
he swung him first. It was
yeah,
just
like
like
he swung him around
he was
the
flailing him
the
around, and
entrance
then he
way.
threw him. He got tired and then threw him down the stairs.
How does he not break at least 5 wrists? Like, how does he
I
not
mean,
break his wrist in 5 places?
to be fair, like he was thrown down pretty gently.
Yeah, and the
If I'm
thing
gonna be
is,
thrown down with this,
the worst thing is, like, I watched the AEW awards after this, and I
I
realized that
haven't
this
been.
isn't the first time Darby Allen did this. Because
This
Ethan
is
Page threw
Tim.
him down like a flight of stairs like 3 times the height, and like he died. And here, like, it looks like he died as well. Like, what the hell, man? Like,
This
you
is
can't, like,
tame
you know
for
how,
like
like,
his standards.
yeah, like, you know how, like, for example, like, you got the Spanish fly spot from Revolution. You can protect that because you got tables. Like the Sammy Guevara Swanton bomb at Full Gear. You can protect that because it's onto an announced table. You can't protect throwing someone down the stairs. There's no way
Yeah.
to fake it. It just looks really bad. Oh my god.
Eventually they found themselves. Like, okay, Matt was still on the ramp. Like, he
Yeah.
got hit with a double. What do you call it? Move?
Side effect. Like, he got hit
Yeah,
with his own side effect. Yeah.
double side effect off the stage,
Yeah,
and then
like that wasn't the high
on
spot of the match, by
no,
the way.
the, okay. So I think I kind of remember what happened. Like, uh, it was Blade with I think Sting and Jeff was there, and
Yeah.
then Butcher just walks into shot dragging Darby
Yeah, by the arm. Like, it was
by
like,
the arm.
yeah, like their finisher is called dragging the leg, so like it's kind of not like boo, but also like he looked appropriately dead. He's just being
I,
dead. Like, he's just being ragdolled by the arm. It was beautiful.
he was just like dragging him into shot, and it was the best. Like, if you could get a screenshot of that, that looked sick.
Like, it's dragging the small skeleton boy to the slaughter.
And then they eventually turned the tables on them and literally put both Butcher and the Blade on
Yeah.
tables.
So can I
And
just shout
then,
out Jim Ross for his wonderful three-piece of commentary? First of all, when the blade appeared in the shot, he said, like, JR said that the blade was looking for damn Dippin' Dots. Like, okay, man. Okay, Jim.
it was just,
Uh, the, and the second part of the trilogy was when, well, by the way, like, when we're on the Jeff Hardy spot now, and like, where
yeah,
did he
yeah,
find the
we're
ladder?
almost there.
Where did he
I
find it?
don't know. Like, who
Where
leaves
did
the
it come
ladder?
from? Who leaves a
Like,
ladder at the stadium
y-
comp? Were they painting on the day of AEW Dynamite?
I mean, that was a concession. No, okay, I can understand the ladder. Maybe like people were putting up banners for the stands,
Yeah, but
but
like, you
like,
think they'd be done with that before the event? But
yeah.
anyway,
Anyway,
like then JR like said, like, he Jeff Hardy arrived at the shot with a ladder, and then JR said, "Oh my God, Jeff Hardy's got a ladder," as if he suddenly remembered what that means. And I realized that it's been so long since he last called a Hardy match, and then he
no,
remembers, like, "Oh my
he
God,
did
this is
one
what
last
Jeff
week.
Hardy does with ladders." Like,
It's been a while
oh
since
my God.
he's called a hardcore Hardy match.
Yeah, wait.
Like,
I think it's been a while since he last called a Hardy match with a ladder. I
yeah,
don't remember if he was at WrestleMania 34.
no,
Because,
he
like, I
wasn't.
think that's the
He wasn't
last
there.
time that it could have happened. But like,
Yeah,
he just remembered what it was, and then Jeff Hardy made it to the top, like, to this like ledge thing, and then JR said Jeff is not looking for an arm drag. Okay, okay, sure. It's, like, sometimes, like, I think JR's finished, like, as a commentator, because
but
he doesn't bring the same level of energy that, like, some moments deserve anymore. But
he's
sometimes that works
Shane.
out perfectly. Sometimes it
He,
works out perfectly, like
I,
it did, like, in this instance.
I, he's like Jericho. This isn't by God, Jr.
Yeah, this is
This
like this.
is
He lets Excalibur do that, and he's like, "Oh
yeah.
my God."
This is disgruntled old man who occasionally finds interesting stuff, Jr. And I love it.
Yeah, I watched the Excalibur unrestricted episode, and apparently
Yeah,
that's like their actual division. Like, Excalibur calls the fast action, And then for
Yeah,
matches like the dog collar match and like the Cody v Dustin match, that's when JR takes it because that's what he's used to. So like I guess
yeah.
that does
Like,
make sense.
it makes sense. Like he's an old school guy, and like
Yeah.
again, we're not here to knock on people's tastes.
Yeah.
It feels like he's genuinely reacting to what he's seeing. So like when we hear him
Oh.
being confused about Danhausen, that makes sense. He's an old man.
When you
What
hear him
old
say that
man
he's
wouldn't
the
be confused
when you see
at Danhausen?
demeaning the fact that they've gone to the concourse by saying that they're looking for frozen yogurt.
No, I don't think he
Yes.
meant that. Like he was just, that's him trying to be funny, and it was.
He was very funny. I don't think in the way that he intended, but it was very funny.
He got like a tiny pop like when he from me when he said Jeff Hardy isn't looking for an arm drag. Like,
Yeah.
thank you, Jim. Thank you for pointing that out.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks a lot.
He's
Um
he's like an entertaining grandpa.
yeah, he's like talking to all his grandkids at home. Like he's telling his
Yeah.
grandkids like the grandkids, hey, it's Wednesday night and you know what that means.
So anyway, Jeff is on top of a ledge, and nothing exciting happened after.
Yeah, he just sat there and the butcher and the blade just fell asleep for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Long enough to be
After
taken
he
out of the match.
after he threw his body onto them.
Oh, yeah, the small matter of the
I
small matter
I
of my
like
first big swanton bomb in like
yeah.
how many years?
I like the setup. Like the setup of what they were doing. Like there were boxes under the table.
Yeah, like so
So
it
like
was incredibly safe.
because
It was
it
incredibly safe.
was because like Jeff Hardy sort of missed. Like not missed,
Kind
but
of.
like
He
his
didn't hit both people.
no he did, but like the safer way would like to overcompensate and have his head land on Butcher. Because
Yeah.
like if there were no boxes there, his head hits the floor.
Yeah, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Like he's just
So
dead.
I'm glad they took like the extra precaution to have like boxes around the table. And it makes
Yeah.
sense. It's like a shirt store. So yeah, that death defying stunt brought to you by Gildan
Yeah.
shirts.
Yeah, I saw a comment as well. It's like, do you think Jeff Hardy was just walking around like on the day of the show? Then he saw the ledge. He's like, "Yep, that one."
Yeah, I don't think like you can I'm pretty sure like some parts of this like you can't plan for until you're in the stadium because like,
Yeah,
you
and then
don't
you
memorize the stadium.
yeah, and then you see it, and then you're like, "Okay, that one.
I
Yeah,
mean, they
that'll
probably
do."
had planned like a large send-on spot, and then it's like, where can we put this? Oh, over there.
Yeah, it's probably like they were gonna do it from the ladder, and then they saw, oh, it's probably safer from there than from the ladder, so we'll just use the ladder to get up there. Like, okay, we'll do it, and then they did the stupid thing, and everyone was happy.
So yeah,
Yeah, so
uh,
we
up
came
next.
back into the ring, and then
Yeah,
Sting
we're
like
not done yet.
yeah, we haven't even talked about the finish. We came back into the ring, which is like 30
Matt
seconds
Hardy is
after.
dying.
Yeah, like Matt Hardy's dying, but then like I think it was like a minute after, and Sting was already there. What the hell? Like, weren't you just outside? How far away is this
Yeah, that
concourse?
was
How did
fast.
he teleport? You're 60. Like this, this is like what the Undertaker does without tricks.
He's just there.
This is just so much fun. This match was brilliant, and like of course they finish it with the double with the twist of fate, Scorpion Death Drop. Like
Yeah.
yes, but like which started with the reversal of the gin and juice, by the way. Which yes to all of it. Yes. Oh, and Jeff Hardy made it back in time for the finish. At least he showed us he was alive.
Yeah, like all of them got back in time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
can
that
you
was
imagine how lucky people felt to be buying food at the perfect time?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long talk for like 9-minute match. There was so much.
You look, I just miss Jeff Hardy, man. Like I talked about
Yeah.
it when he returned, but Jeff Hardy was my guy for like such a long time. Like when I
Like
was
if
9, he was my guy.
if if I'm gonna have like one, complaint about the match is like I hope they don't have tornado tags a lot because like it
Yeah,
feels special.
yeah. It feels for one thing, it feels special. For another thing, it's probably a directing nightmare because like
Yeah,
you don't know how they like
but
send the messages of like when to do stuff to make sure that there's
but
always
like
something happening at each location.
I think the constant jump cuts like add to the show. As
The
long
general sense of the
as
chaos.
every shot you have has action going. Like the one shot I
Yeah.
didn't like was like something was happening in the ring and then they were focusing on Darby rolling around on the ground.
Oh yeah, and then there
The-
was also a point where like something else was happening in the ring, and then they focused on like Jeff Hardy like running into like the butcher through the barricade, but
yeah.
it had already
Okay,
happened, so you just saw their feet as they were upside down.
like,
So like that was a bit of an error there.
like I'm fine with the jump cuts as long as like they go to where there's most action. That's my point.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
anyway,
have to get it right. It's hard to get
yeah,
it right, but like they can get it
yeah.
right. They did it at Revolution.
I mean, they did it here too. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't bad. So
yeah.
up next we had FTR backstage interview. They're getting Bret Hart. If he,
Yeah.
like Cash Wheeler was like, "Oh, he wrestles from the heart." Like,
Come
bro,
on, man.
come on.
Yeah, and like
Basic.
we didn't refer to this as well like during the opening match, but like the Gun Club were there, like the
No,
Ass Boys were there
No,
again.
they're neither. They're the Billy Boys.
They call them Billy's sons. Like I'm not
No,
gonna call the Ass
no.
Boys. I'm gonna call
It's
the Billy
better to
Boys.
call them. They're the Billy Boys.
The Billy Boys. So
The-
the Billy Boys were once more shirtless fans in attendance for some reason, and and they're having a match next week. FTR versus the Billy Boys.
yeah.
And I'm not sure if they're already bringing in Brett for this,
Eh,
but it would be
hmm.
perfect because Billy's right there. Like they
I
could do
don't
the
think
thing.
so.
They could do the maybe post match. Maybe they could do the thing. I don't know. I
Yeah.
would like to see them do the thing
I I feel like they would save something like a Bret Hart after for like something special.
yeah. But they're not gonna wait 2 months to do it. But then
I think they
Dynamite
could.
you can do world title matches on Dynamite anyway. Each Dynamite is must view TV.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
No, but again, it you have to pick like when are you going to pop your ratings?
Hmm. Oh,
Like
that's true. That's true.
like
Mania weekend.
if it's not in danger of anything, like I doubt they'd pull something like Bret Hart.
So they should do it on the Rampage before WrestleMania.
Oh
Do it.
no.
Do it. Do it.
So up next we had MJF promo.
Yeah.
This wasn't like his best work. No, like the start of it wasn't his best work. The ending was great. Like
Yeah.
this was normal MJF like being mad and like, oh, I'm better, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And
There will
then
be another match between him and CM Punk, which is like,
yeah,
yes, please. Yeah, okay.
and then
Like maybe next year,
Wardlow,
like or the year after that, but like, yes,
yeah.
please.
Basically, he's talking down to Wardlow, and then Wardlow comes out.
And no, can we just say, like, even if it's not his best work, he was like, "Oh, you people like Wardlow? That's because you're inbred."
No, no, like him talking about
No,
places.
Texans. Yeah, they're talking about
It's
Texans.
the best. No, no, not just Texas. Like anywhere he goes. Like
Yeah,
when he
the
remember, like
Midwest.
when he talked about Cincinnati and said mid, it's now become a term that people use.
Oh
It's
my
become a
god.
mainstream term. Like I've been seeing it everywhere.
Yeah,
Like
he's truly a contemporary genius, a legend
he,
of our
he
times.
can he can take cheap heat and like sell it to you for double the price.
I want to like I just it just unlocked the core memory because like Chris Jericho did a promo like that when SmackDown and ECW came to the Philippines where I live.
Oh yeah,
I want to see
you love
MGF
that.
insult where I live. I want to see MGF insult where I live. I want him to
I
do
want,
it. Like
Roast me,
I want him to do
please.
it. Like I like the thing is there's a difference between like me like going to like Orlando and then like he's roasting Orlando when I'm in the crowd.
Yeah,
And then like
there's no
him being
connection.
here. Yeah, and then like him being here in the front of like I don't think they should do tours anytime soon. I feel like that's a lot of like what helps their roster like not get burned out. But if they ever did one and they came here, I need an MGF promo
No, the only
on the
reason
Philippines.
why I don't want that to happen, because like you know how our media is, they're not gonna
Well,
like that. I
yeah,
know, I
but
know.
our media doesn't give a damn about wrestling anyways.
No,
It's
it's
fine
like someone's
unless he
going
does it
to take.
against like TJP or someone if they recruit a half Filipino guy,
No, because
and
like
that's when they'll get mad.
someone's going to take a video of that. It's going to reach a news agency, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, he hates the Philippines." It's like, no,
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
he's in character anyway. Like basically, he calls. No, he didn't call out Wardlow. Wardlow just came out.
Yeah,
He's mad. He's
and
big
he
mad.
got held down by like 59 trillion people.
Yeah, there was the initial group of security, and then there was
Yes.
backup security, and then there
Yeah.
was backup for the backup security.
Yeah. So like, yeah, okay, we get it. He's threatening. He is very,
Yeah,
very threatening.
and
He's a big
I
man.
I I wasn't a fan of like the threat at first. Like he's still keeping him under contract, and then I thought about it again. Like no, he doesn't care that he has to pay this man. He just
Yeah.
wants him to be out of sight, out of
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, and to
He
be miserable, to be
he's
angry.
paying him to stay at home. He's doing a Brody Lee on him. Like this is what happened to Brody Lee in real life.
Oh
He
my
got paid
god.
to stay at home
Oh, and to close, he said that starting next week, the Pinnacle are going to exist.
again.
Yes. Yes.
Welcome back.
Yes. Welcome back. Wait, does that mean that Bret Hart is gonna become part of the Pinnacle? Oh God. Oh God.
Oh,
Oh God. Oh no. Bret, don't do it. Bret, maybe you want to think twice about it. Advise the Young Bucks instead or something. Like, don't do it, Bret.
that would be great.
Oh my God. Heel Bret. I guess heel Bret was like Bret in 1997. So like, and I guess that was to understate it. I guess that was good.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Up next we had. I didn't know this was on Cole versus Lethal.
this was announced on the night. Like, what the hell?
Oh,
Like, okay, okay, mate. Like, okay, sure. Let's just get like a match between like two of like the elite level workers in the company who also have history. They're like the series you said was like 3-2 in favor of Adam Cole.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
so like this
I
is great.
remember their matches from, well, not the early ones, but like the ones they were talking about, like for the championship in ROH.
Mm.
That was like those matches were great. Like this was fine. This was a good TV match. Like they didn't do too much, and that's
They didn't
actually,
have to. They did a
yeah,
lot. They did a lot still. Like
they did
these
a
guys
lot.
are just really good.
Yeah, like this was smooth all the way out.
Yeah. There was a there were like 500 different counters to the figure four, which is great.
And like I like how, again, like we were talking about JR earlier. He wasn't burying that Jay Lethal was going for the figure four. He was like, yeah, this is a move, but when you do it, you're putting yourself in like a pinning predicament basically, because like you're bent down.
Yeah, you have to make
Your
sure
your
that you have
opponent your opponent has your legs strapped. Like you have to do it fast, or you'll get trapped.
yeah. And then like basically Lito's doing it because woo, flair, woo,
Yeah,
it's my
like
thing, woo.
yeah, and that's why he got rolled up like twice, and then he hits it for the third time.
And he
And again,
finally
I
gets it.
mean,
Yeah.
this feels like an evolved version of like the first match. Not I'm not saying like in terms of quality, but like in terms of time period. Like This was
and
still
speed.
that kind of match. Yeah, there was like definitely more high spots, and but it was still leading to something. Like Lethal was working the leg, and Cole was just desperately trying to hit his finishing move to get out of there.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, what was that like first reversal to the lethal injection? He just like
Oh,
kicked him in
he
the
kicked
back of
him.
the head. Oh
Yeah.
my god! Oh my! And the thing is, like because like on the previous Rampage, I think earlier this year, it was Ricky Starks versus Jay Lethal for the FTW Championship, and like the cleanest counter you've ever seen, like the lethal injection transition to the Rochambeau, and you realize that the lethal injection is basically phenomenal forearm levels of counterable, like clean counterable, which like it's
Yeah.
not bad because like you can still pull it out of anywhere, like he can just like
Yeah.
do a cartwheel and then you're done, but
Like
even
you
then.
can get thrown into the ropes and like your opponent's gassed and can't follow.
Yeah, and then you just like flip into there and then you hit it anyway. So like the lethal injection is great, both for lethal and his opponent. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it gives you it looks nice when he hits it. It looks
Yeah.
great when he does it.
It looks nice either way. It looks nice no matter
Yeah.
what happens.
So um yeah, cool one with a boom after a
Yeah,
low
but not
blow.
before a false finish Panama Sunrise that completely had me. I have to say.
Yeah,
It
no,
completely had me.
I thought that was it because I don't think it's beneath them to like finish matches with signature moves, and I feel
Yeah,
like
but
if they were
I feel like
gonna,
they finished a match with the Panama Sunrise before.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because like
They need to.
I don't recall any like other specific examples, but like there's a lot of signature move finishes on like Dark and Elevation
Yeah,
recently. And it might just I'm not sure if they're actually signature move finishes or like people just testing their like signature moves to see if they can be credible finishers. Like Nyla Rose, and we'll get to her later, has this deadly looking new rope pound leg drop.
oh,
It looks
cool.
like death.
I'd
It looks
love
like
that.
absolute death. But yeah, like more signature
I,
move finishes. Why not?
I think
Why
Cole
not?
needs to win more with the Sunrise because like they did that
Yeah,
for Kenny. Like he won a bunch of matches with V Trigger. So
yeah. Like he beat Alan Angels with a V trigger. I distinctly recall he beat him with a V trigger.
so uh Cole had a promo after, basically calling
Yeah,
out Paige again. And I
yeah.
love, I love the last line. You're a coward, Paige. You're not brave enough to face the three of us, man to man. And it's like that's some heel f word right there,
You're not come out to face the three of us
man to
equally.
man.
Yes,
Why are
and then
you
like,
scared?
and then
Why
Hangman
are you
came out
scared to
again,
be
and
outnumbered?
Hangman came out like, of course he did, and like JR was on point today because his call was like maybe he's got more guts than
No,
brains.
I
Yeah,
agree. Like
yeah,
JR lived and breathed through the Austin era. Like if you listen to, I haven't watched like all of it, but like I think Austin and that time is what baby faces should be right now. Like they shouldn't be dumb. Like that's the only thing I didn't like from this segment. Paige was, I'm gonna be honest, he was dumb. Like
yeah.
if
But
you've
he was
watched,
still like pretty cool about it
like
anyway.
if you watched Austin back then, like Austin was this one guy who wasn't in a stable when everyone was in a stable. And what he'd
Yeah,
do is like he'd get into a ring, everyone hates him. He'd start a fight and then walk away while everyone else was fighting in the ring. And that's what made him cool. Cause like he's not dumb. Like
wasn't there
he
like a load
starts,
of moments like during the invasion when like the glass would break while there was an in ring brawl? Like that's
yeah.
always when he made this
Like
entrance.
he'd get in there when the fighting was almost done, or he'd start it himself and then get out when he couldn't handle it. It made sense. Like
Yeah,
Paige walks in, no backup, 3-on-1. Like
unless he knew
okay,
that Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus were coming in, but he couldn't have known
no,
that.
they came in late.
Yeah, like he couldn't have told them to come in late in case I can't
Like
handle them alone with a belt.
I don't think like this is gonna ruin Paige. Like people have gotten used to this, but like This is like one criticism of wrestling in general. Don't make your baby faces dumb. I get being brave, but JR's right. More don't have more guts than brains.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's kind of believable for Page because to me it just kind of sells the idea that he feels like he has to do stuff
I,
when he's a champion.
I
I
mean,
feel like
yeah,
that's what he feels like.
but
But
I
regardless,
guess
it turned
this
out
is
well.
just my pet peeve. Yeah.
Yeah,
So Cole
it
walks
turned
out
out
with the
fine.
championship belt.
Oh, oh, got your belt. Oh, ooh. What you gotta
So
do? Ooh.
we have we have three segments here next. We had Archer versus Dustin Rhodes vignette.
Dustin Rhodes
They're,
can shout. He can shout.
they're just taking
What?
out their anger on the nearest family member at this point.
Yeah, like don't you dare speak on the Rhodes name again because they had previous. I didn't know that they had previous,
Yeah,
but like it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna
yeah, it's
enjoy
gonna be
this
fun.
match because
Dustin
I
can
feel like
still
Dustin
go.
has a way with monsters.
Yeah,
I feel like Dustin has a way with monsters.
yeah. And we had Sammy Guevara and Dan Lambert.
What the hell? What the hell?
Like some of these jokes, I felt bad for laughing at them, but like Dan
I
Lambert is just so great.
Dan Lambert is amazing. Like
Like
Dan Lambert
I
is like
I
the
remember.
opening bit was the opening bit before Dan Lambert came out was like Sammy Guevara like talking
Yeah.
about, oh yeah, I lost the TNT championship, but it's worth it
Uh,
because I get to come out in the ring and like every week I do something crazy, and I'm like, no, we told you 2 weeks ago you do something stupid. There's a difference. There's a difference in taking like
yeah,
there must be a reward to your risk. Like
I
you
feel like
idiot.
he was
Like
I
I
feel
only
like
tell
he
you
was
this because you're
answering
my
me.
favorite. I only tell
I
you
feel
this
like
because
he
you're
was
my guy.
answering me. I feel like he was
Yeah,
answering us.
yeah, but like he didn't though. He didn't.
No, he
Like,
was
god damn
answering
it,
us by
Sammy.
completely ignoring us.
Yeah, like, god damn it, Sammy. He's better be thankful that I'm a sucker for on-screen wrestling couples. If I know that they're together in real life, because like
They are.
he entire cute. Like
Yeah.
not as cute, not as cute as Anna Jay and Jungle Boy, but then I guess they're never on screen together anyway. So
Yeah.
like I'll take what I can get with them. They're nice. I
And
like
then
them.
Dan Lambert comes out.
The co-TNT
The
champion.
the most popular co-TNT champion.
Yes, who somehow wrote a contract for Paige Van Zandt with an exclusion for quote unquote shit stained towns. How do you legally enforce that? But
Like,
okay.
does the law have like a definition for what a shit stain down is? Is it like
I don't know. Like,
the following areas are therefore designated as shit stain down?
let it be known when you bang the gavel, like with finality.
Like some court out there in kayfabe deemed Austin, Texas, to be that bad.
Yeah.
And like I love
Oh
that.
man.
Like it's the dumbest excuse if like Paige can't travel everywhere because like she's still training, so she can't be on every show. It's
Yeah,
like
she can't be on show. She not especially not against freaking Ty Conti, bro. Like she's gonna expose
y-
him.
you could have easily said, "Oh, she's at home. She doesn't want to be here." No, it's in her contract that she doesn't want to be here.
Like she is contractually obligated to not want to be here. Like this
Yeah,
is contractually a bad place to be. Beautiful. That sounds like not even MGF could write a contract like that.
like when he was talking about Ethan Page, the only thing Canada's done right in a while. I
Which is another Bret Hart hint.
mean, to be fair, like Ethan Page was born after Bret Hart, so like he could
Yeah,
still be factually correct.
yeah. And like he could have said the only good thing that Macedonia ever did as well. But then like I'm pretty
Ah,
sure that the Macedonian audience is a fair bit smaller
no,
than the Canadian audience.
he shouldn't be punching down too much.
Yeah, just consider the thought that Ethan Page should be eligible for an AEW League of Nations. Consider the
Yeah.
thought.
So basically, this was a counter promo. He said, "Oh no, I like how they were like, we don't need to look back at the bodies we've buried. It makes sense. Like, if someone's crying for a rematch, I don't
You
need
don't
to.
you don't like there's no rematch clause.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you don't
you
have to do
can't.
it. You don't have to do it.
You're not gonna bait us into it. I think they just got baited though into a rematch. But like, I like how their initial reaction was, "You're not gonna bait us into a rematch. We don't need this."
They're probably gonna do a mixed tag anyway because that's the safest way to introduce Van Zandt. Because that's how
Yeah,
they
like
introduce JDS, like in a multi-man.
yeah, like when I said it before, like I think if you're gonna introduce someone like who's starting out, as in starting out, you hide them in there with people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he still has to wrestle freaking Ty Conti though. Like, good
I
luck.
mean, I wouldn't
Jesus.
be too concerned. Like she has at least like martial arts background.
Yeah, and so does Ty, I guess. Like, that does
Yeah.
make sense to put them two together.
So
So, good luck,
up
Paige.
next, Ricky Starks versus Strickland. I
And like,
honestly don't know who's gonna win.
this is cool. Like, they can't make Swerve one and one, right? Like, I feel like Starks can afford the loss more,
No, but it's
but
the
then at the same time,
FTW championship.
yeah, but then he could win it back at Battle of the Belts. Like, that could be
Um,
his thing. I don't know. Like, I like this. Like, but we didn't do a show the week of, but
yeah.
like, Swerve, like his Swerve's debut match was like incredible. 16 minutes. It went so hard with like Tony Nese, and I already miss Tony Nese. And the thing that this segment made me realize is that they're slowly but surely becoming a Rampage roster. There are some Rampage lifers like now. Like, it's Swerve show. Now it's Stark's show. Like, Keith Lee is gonna start appearing more on Rampage, like more there on Dynamite. And it's not formal. But then you get the sense of like these are the kind of people that appear on Rampage, and it makes Rampage like incredibly fast paced, must watch wrestling.
It's like the workhorse show. Like I'm not saying like the people in Dynamite aren't
Yeah,
workhorse,
we,
but
we,
like
we had Adam Cole, Jay Lethal, like Jesus Christ. Yeah.
it's definitely closer to sports entertainment on Dynamite.
Yeah. And then this is like probably more hard wrestling and like
Yeah,
less promo segments on Rampage. It's just more wrestling,
like
which like good balance, good balance.
I guess the thing is like I mean if we're going to talk about Rampage as a whole, like they should try to balance out like keeping storylines at least active. Like they don't need to do like
Yeah,
segments in the ring, but like
vignettes.
have no like even just matches, like things that like relate to the main stories.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I don't remember the last time like the world champion has been on Rampage. I don't think it's happened. I don't recall the time that it happened. So
So
maybe that's
up
something to improve
next,
on. But Rampage is great
yeah,
anyway. Yeah.
up next, Layla Hirsch versus Red Velvet. I like
So
this match
okay,
for what it
so
was.
my
Like it
question
wasn't.
is,
Yeah.
why was Statlander barred from ringside? It wasn't her
No.
fault. She just took away the buckle. It's not like
No. No.
she
No.
caused
I think.
what.
I mean, you could make the argument that like Layla whined that I lost because she did blah 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 blah. It's fine. I'd
Yeah, but
prefer
then like she lost because she did what? She did what, Layla? She took my foreign
don't
object away.
we don't talk
I mean,
about that.
shut up, Layla.
I mean, she is a
Like
heel.
yeah, like I mentioned earlier, like I'm just not convinced by Layla yet, and it's kind of frustrating me because
No, no,
it's been like months since
me,
like the first like angry turn happened.
me too.
So
Like
like
I'm still not
I want this
like
to pick up soon.
100%.
Is what I'm saying.
I'm not yet 100% sold, but like I'm like okay. So let's talk about the match first, because like what I saw was like in the end. So it was like good for what it was. Like it wasn't too great. It wasn't sloppy as well. Like
She
uh
did like German suplex Red Velvet out of the sky. That
yeah,
was pretty amazing. I really
like
like that.
this was basically her trying to throw Red Velvet around and Red Velvet trying to keep out and like kick her down.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
Layla Hirsch as well was like, there was a spot where like it was like late game in the match, and she was like almost going to make Red Velvet tap out to a body scissors. Like who else
yeah.
can do that? Like that's amazing.
Like I
Like
think it's
she has
also
it
like
in her. She has it. She can go.
yeah, and then the finish. I like this because I've never seen this. Like somebody bringing in a spare,
Yeah, like but
and
then
then like
like they already had the spare beforehand anyway. Like you could fake going out, so like you take
no,
away
no,
the
no,
first one.
because like it makes sense because like you know the ref is going to turn their back and throw out the first one, so
Yeah,
you
which
have
means that you can hide the second one, like your second
yeah,
blade,
and then
to
he just
borrow a phrase
she
from Assassination Classroom.
whacks Velvet in the face for the turnbuckle that she hid, pinned her.
Yeah, and
So
even then, like Bryce still turns around and sees what happened. Like
because like it was too
why is
fast.
she
Like
why is she
why is she
down?
sleeping?
Why,
What did
what did you
what
do?
could you
I
have?
guess I have to count the pin, but what the hell happened?
No, I like that too because like if you hit someone with no, because like if someone knocks gets knocked out, they don't like cause the ring to vibrate a lot. Because like I feel like if she slammed Red Velvet, Remsburg would have felt that, wouldn't have hesitated the count. But since it it was just a body dropping to the floor, Remsburg didn't feel anything. Looks back, and then Velvet is on the floor. He's like,
Yeah, and
"Did
the
you
thing is, like
knock her out with a strike?"
Red Velvet didn't like land that hard either. Like I think she fell
Yeah,
onto the
yeah.
ropes, so like
No,
it
so
looked like
like,
nothing happened.
so Remsburg's two options are you either hit her with something, or you legitimately knocked her out. I don't think it's the former, but I have no proof, so I'm gonna count.
One, two, three. You are the winner. Like sure.
Like,
And
okay, so
stat comes out, right?
as that comes out, runs Layla Hirschaway. I like what I think they're doing, and I hope they're doing, because like
What do
Layla
you hope
Hirsch.
they're doing? Because
Okay, so
they've
what I see
done.
from this character right now, Layla Hirsch believes that she's already great in terms of wrestling, and right now she's just improving on her ways to keep cheating. Cause like
Okay.
she can't get the job done with her wrestling. At least she doesn't believe
Yeah.
that she can, but like she feels like she can't learn much more. So she's going with the turnbuckle thing, and now she's getting more creative with like how she's gonna get that turnbuckle into the ring. Like I
Yeah.
need to see her being, if they're gonna go through this, like push for it hard, make her get more creative with like how she's gonna get these turnbuckles into the match.
Like it's probably a bad move to limit yourself to the turnbuckle already in the first place.
Yeah, it's a
But
weird weapon,
yeah,
but
like what the hell? Like I
but,
didn't know what it was when she first pulled it out.
but they're already here. I'd rather them not backtrack and like disregard what's happened. Like go
Yeah.
all the way.
Yeah. I guess my only frustration is that they like there's almost nowhere left for this feud to go. Like this feud, the turn maybe
Yeah,
the feud. Like they already had the triple against Red Velvet.
yeah,
She's probably
no,
gonna have a third match against Statlander again, which is like, but like there's been like as you said, like the turn has been slow, which means that for each match there has been minimal changes.
yeah.
So like
No,
I don't
I
know if it's
agree.
like
Like,
thin roster or something, but like I hope we can move on to like a
yeah.
different person for Layla to continue her turn again soon.
Like I have more hope for this turn rather than this feud. Like the
Yes,
feud, I'm done with. Like
the
the
feud has
turn,
the feud has been done since Revolution. Like to be honest, then she had
I think
two more matches with Red Velvet.
yeah,
Man, come on.
yeah. But yeah, I'm still like I'm not yet mad at this. Like I'm
Yeah,
still willing to give it like two matches. I think at most.
yeah. Like, but then the last match has to be like she has a friend and it's a tag team match. Like
No,
it has to be.
no. I think no. If they're gonna push her as a heel, just have her win. No turnbuckle. One on one with
Okay.
Statlander.
That would be
It's like
nice.
give her a statement win.
Yeah,
Because like Stat can like take a loss. It's fine.
yeah. They can, and like it's better progression anyway.
Yeah. So Jade Cargill backstage interview. Smart Mark and Jade Cargill are great. I just
Yeah,
love these two.
she's gonna have a big green party.
She doesn't even care about the match.
Like she's taking it for granted, which makes me think she might lose it. But
I
then like
don't think
no,
so. It
she
would be
shouldn't.
so great if she
She
does it.
shouldn't
Like
lose it.
she's gonna be like in their autopilot mode, waiting for a party, and just kicks ass anyway.
Yeah, like she's something like I had like a an odd thought that like maybe she gets like a match against one of like the Dark Lifers, like Valentina Rossi or Angelica Risk or something. Like I honestly don't know who it could be against anyway. I just spitballing here, but Abaddon,
Oh, that
Abaddon,
would be cool. That would be cool.
that would be cool. Like that's not the 30th. That's not a landmark match, but like what does Jade Cargill versus Abaddon look like? Can anyone tell me what that looks like?
I
It's like
don't know.
it's like that one countdown list of like fantasy matches where it was like Velveteen Dream versus the Fiend. What is that? What is that?
Wait, so when's this match again? I forgot. It's a Rampage.
No one said when it's happening. I don't think anyone's
It
actually said when it's happening yet.
it has to be Dynamite because it's TBS.
Yeah, like they can't. Though didn't wasn't there already a TBS title defense on Rampage like Julia Hart?
No, but
Like
like
did
if you're gonna do landmark TBS stuff, I
yeah,
think you'd put it on Dynamite.
yeah. It probably has to be on Dynamite. Yeah, we don't know who it
So,
is gonna be yet. I guess they're still looking around. Serena, please, Serena.
oh
Oh my God, oh, Serena, please,
no!
Serena. Oh wait, no, Serena's
Imagine
got the
if
thing with.
it's Ember Moon.
No! Oh my God! No,
If
Athena,
she takes
Athena.
that, if she takes that belt, I'll be all for it.
Oh my God! Can you? She's like technically free agent, right? Who like appears like
No,
everywhere.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She's free.
She wrestled Thunder Rosa to a 30-minute draw recently. Like jeez, like oh my God! Please,
Imagine if
please,
it's her.
please, please, please. Now I want it more than anything. I
No,
want this debut more than anything.
imagine her hitting that top rope stunner on Jade Cargill. Like it's the perfect match.
The
She's so
eclipse, like,
tall.
oh my
She's
God!
so tall.
No, don't do this to me because like, now I'm gonna be really sad if it doesn't happen.
Okay, I should
I'm gonna
stop.
be really sad if it doesn't happen. Like,
But
oh my
like
God,
that.
please, Athena. We want the 30th match to be Athena. Come on, let's go.
So up next, wait, I forgot. I'm like down one banner. Anyway, am I? Yeah. There was
Yeah,
this
this is the
weird
Thunder Rosa.
segment.
This is
So, okay, so here's my recap of this. Tony Schiavone tries to interview Rosa. Uh,
who should have had a party? Who should have
yeah.
had a party? He should
Vicky
have had a party.
Guerrero walks into shot, distracts Rosa with racism, and then Nyla Rose comes out, and she didn't even say surprise, bitch.
Maybe
Like I
she
would
did,
have
but
been.
like it's just not audible because it's not
No,
backstage.
her lips didn't move. I was watching closely because like I needed to hear.
Nyla
Like
Rose won
the
best Twitter follow this year, by the way. Like something
uh,
to make me happy in this like dire segment.
like, that catchphrase would have saved this entire segment for me. She didn't say it.
I mean,
Why?
to be fair, like it's Nyla Rose. I'm happy. Like
Yeah. No,
Nyla Rose is
I'm
like my
happy to see
favorite.
her.
Nyla Rose is my favorite
I'm
women's wrestler.
I'm just not happy about this segment.
Like,
She distracted her with racism.
yeah, like I think Nyla Rose saved the segment for me because like
Yeah.
if she was just gonna be racist and then get comeuppance by like a Fire Thunder
No,
driver on the route, like,
no. I like how the plot twist is like I'm being racist. Surprise! It was just a distraction. I'm not really racist. You thought I was racist, but I'm not.
oh my God! And she Nyla Rose is a real champion. She's always the first to challenge every single women's champion.
Like this is the
Oh my
weirdest thing.
god.
Like I
What?
think eventually, like if we look back at this, we could see this as it's so bad it's good. But right now it's
What a
just bad.
terrible choice. What a terrible decision that has been made at
Like
this moment in time. Like,
now I
simply,
need
why would you do this?
now I need
Why? I guess this show has one for everything, including bigots.
yeah.
It has
I
something
mean
for everyone, including the right wing, apparently.
they were in a red state, so they were gonna do this somewhere.
If they were
This
gonna do
was
this somewhere, they had to do this in like Virginia or something. Oh wait, no, Virginia's blue. God damn it.
like this was the least not appropriate place to do it.
Can they just not like? It doesn't make
Next
it okay.
segment,
It doesn't
we're
make it okay
moving
that
on.
she's
We're
okay.
moving on.
So we have Jazz Queen versus the Dark Order.
Your favorite sports entertainer, Daniel Garcia and Chris
Yes.
Jericho.
Yeah, versus.
I,
Oh, Chris Jericho came out from the left. What a sight for sore eyes. What a what an odd thing to say.
like I love how people have like treated his song as a separate entity now. Like the song is a baby face. Chris
Yeah, the
Jericho
commentary
is a heel.
acknowledged it like right on. Well,
Yeah.
they might not like Jericho, but they sure like his
They're
song. What have I
and
become?
I like how they're differentiating it too. Like they're cheering for the song. They're not cheering for Jericho. Like
Yeah,
I feel like if commentary missed saying that, it'd be like, oh, Jericho's not being a great heel because like people are cheering him. No, they're
or
cheering.
Texas is heel.
Yeah, they're cheering his material, but not him. Like if anyone else sang that song, they would still be singing it.
Yeah, it could be. It probably couldn't be anyone else's song, but like
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
on limit that the song is over separate from
the,
Jericho at this point.
yeah, the sentiment is the song is our friend, not that guy
Yeah,
who
not
owns the
that guy.
song.
That guy.
Yeah,
That guy sucks. He's terrible. I
yeah.
don't like him. He
He,
turned on Santana and Ortiz, and like Jake Hager
he
said, they are never coming back.
he's a mean guy.
Yeah, he's a
So
he's a bad boy. Like now that Joey Janela's like probably leaving, he's the new bad boy.
uh, so
Yeah.
this was like fun, fast paced match. Like I mean, Chris Jericho.
Can I
At
just
bir-
say like about the
how old
match?
is this man?
Yeah, the thing is, how was he like doing like he did a lion
He's
salt and he missed, but he did it. Like he still did
he
it.
he's 51.
What the hell? Like what the
He,
boy? What the hell, boy?
like Chris Jericho slowing down is still faster than a bunch of people younger than him.
Yeah,
Like
like
what
he's
the
like
hell?
they keep selling that like he's a guy who's like constant reinvention of himself and like
Yeah, because
exactly
it's
yes
true.
again
Like
again.
the I think this stigma of like Jericho, like the moment he entered New Japan, like people were scared because they forgot where he started. Like he's been to New Japan before. Like
Yeah,
he's been there with the boys, Benoit. Like he's been there with
the
uh
SmackDown 6 as we shall call
yeah,
it.
the SmackDown 6. Like Jericho's been this guy ever since the start, and like I like how he's in there working with the younger guys, like with Silver. He's like putting Silver's offense over. Reynolds looked
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Like
Daniel
Daniel
Garcia was of
Garcia's
course great. Even
like
even Matt Menard and like Angelo Parker
cool
like they
hands
had the
and no
yeah
call them by the name. Call them by the name. It's Daddy Magic.
Daddy Magic and Cool Hand, yes.
Yeah.
They did the magic trick. They got the Dark Order sent away from ringside
Yeah. No,
for
I,
nothing happening. Like they did the thing. They remember when
like
I said a couple of weeks ago that they did that Wheeler Yuta did the thing. They did the thing. They did the
I,
thing, and I'm
I
happy.
like how
They
it
did the
was
thing.
also like a different take on the Eddie Guerrero spot. Like Commentary was like, "Oh, he's throwing a tantrum. He's like kicking everything. He's like he's out of his game right now." And then no, he did that on purpose. I was so confused. Like, why is Aubrey talking to Dark Order? And like, oh, she thinks they knocked him out.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, they threw him to the steps. And like, oh,
And like,
they did.
yeah,
Nay.
this was the perfect time for like pissed off JR. Is like, why is she doing that? That's like an audible DQ. That's not fair. It's like,
You could have
man,
heard it. You should have heard it. Like, oh man.
no, no.
Oh,
He's like, she only heard it, but like, there's no proof. So like, why are you?
oh yeah. Like she,
No,
they. Right, right. I
I,
forgot they kicked
I'm
it.
like, I agree with JR. Like, damn it, Audrey, you're doing a great job, but why?
Yeah. Come on,
It's like,
man. But
I don't have like specific spots on note, but like,
Silver running through everyone,
oh
and then
no,
you thought that he
still
wasn't gonna run through Hager, but he did.
there's a. I now want to see Hager versus Silver.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes.
Can you
Like,
imagine Silver like picking Hager up for the airplane spin?
oh my god. The spin doctor. We call it the
Yeah, the
spin.
spin doctor.
Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Like, yeah, like they look great. Like they're probably losing their number one ranking. I didn't even know they were number one because like they recently had a title shot, like against Jurassic Express. But like, yeah, like never. This is probably like these two are probably the best tag team in the Dark Order. It's
No,
close,
they're still
they're
five
probably
and
the best.
one.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
but they're like,
still
oh, 5 and 10. Are they? I don't
no,
know.
no. I
They're the ones
mean,
that I see the most.
their record is 5 and 1, so they're still ahead of Gun Club.
Oh, they're still number one.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay,
because like Gun Club had a 5-1 record, and then Dark Order had a 5-0 record, and then they lost one, so
yeah,
they're still in the lead.
yeah. They do pick up the finish though. Like, Daniel Garcia does his like patented murder scorpion
No,
deathlock, and
after
he like,
Jericho hits Silver in the back, I know Reynolds is in the back.
yeah, and like Jericho landed a code breaker as well. Like, I don't remember the last
Ah,
time
yeah.
we saw a code breaker.
He did that with Kingston.
Oh
He
wait,
did
did
that
he?
twice.
I just remember the punches, but like, yeah, they were brawling. But like, yeah,
Yeah, good win for JAS.
good win. I mean, yeah, it's good. I think I'm still warming up to the JAS,
Oh
but
yeah,
like they're hilarious. They're hilarious. They're like, I don't know what they're called if they're not called 2.0. Like, do we just
they're
call
just
them?
JAS.
I like Daddy Magic and like Cool Hand now. Like, I never thought that I'd like them as much as I do now. But like, they're great. They just needed to
Because
be like with someone else.
they're just like leaning in to the whole character now. Like they
Yeah, like
changed
they're.
clothes, but they're still the same guys.
And
Turned
by
up
the
to
way,
11.
speaking of their changed clothes, like Cool Hand looked like, see Parker, he looked amazing. Can I just
Yeah,
register that sentiment? He looked great.
Matt Menard is still wearing the same clothes from like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, like did you see, like we didn't cover it, but like their sort of like thumbnail thing for like their promo last week
There's a
still
coin.
had Matt Menard looking like
Ah,
looking extremely angry, like he was still his old 2.0, like he's still like extremely bug-eyed, like, yeah, yeah, yes to this, yes to all of it. They're
yeah.
fun.
So yeah, that's it for this week's show. Uh, if we didn't get to like take notes on what's coming up on Rampage, but like it's gonna be fun. Hook's gonna be there, so it's gonna be great.
Hook's gonna be there to receive a certificate.
Yeah.
Dustin and Archer
Ah,
are,
yeah,
are
there
gonna
was
have
that.
are gonna have a match.
Oh,
Swerve,
Strickland
Swerve,
and
Swerve. Let's go.
Strickland and Starks.
I am so sold on Swerve. Swerve is great. Like, Swerve is so good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for this week.
Yeah,
Hopefully, like so far, like the shows have been getting better week per week, like post pay per view.
yeah. And I guess we just got pissed about it the last time. We just
Yeah,
got pissed about the last show, but like it's okay now.
yeah.
It was still racist,
The
but it's
last
a bit
segment,
more
yeah,
okay. Yeah, it's fine now. I guess like
yeah,
it's a bit finer now.
yeah. So yeah, that's it. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully.
Yeah, for Bret Hart versus Tully Blanchard,
Oh God,
1-on-1
Cust- custody of FTR match.
custody
Yeah,
of FTR on a forklift match.
yeah. Bye.
Bye.